What if I told you there's one secret that's quietly hijacking my life in the best way possible? It's stupidly simple, but it made me unstoppable. And once you understand it, you'll never need motivation again. Ask yourself, why do 92% of people set goals and then absolutely tank them? It's not because you're weak or lazy. It's because you've been taught to worship the goal, not the mechanism that gets you there. See, goals live on vision boards, but systems are the awkward stepchild no one invites to brunch. Until you realize they're the only one actually getting stuff done. And the habit that changed everything for me, it's the act of building systems instead of chasing goals. Imagine this. You want to get fit, so you set a goal, like lose 25 pounds. You feel the rush. You buy new workout clothes. You eat a salad and congratulate yourself like you climbed Mount Everest. Then life happens. You miss a workout. You eat a muffin the size of your regrets. And suddenly you feel like a failure because the goal is binary. You're either hitting it or not. But now imagine this instead. You create a system. I walk for 30 minutes every morning, no matter what. No pressure or no deadline. You just show up daily. And that tiny repeatable action is the habit. Not walking, but systematizing effort. Look, when you commit to systems, progress becomes automatic. You stop thinking, am I doing enough? And start thinking, I just do this. This is what I do. That mindset shift changed my entire life. Okay, but how do you build a system? How do you stop falling off track every time your Wi-Fi drops or your dog eats your morning routine? Let me show you the 3 frameworks I use that made this one habit actually stick. Framework 1, identity-based habits. Straight from the playbook of James Clear and everyone who figured out human behavior before TikTok ruined our attention spans. Here's the secret. Don't ask, what do I want to achieve? Ask, who do I want to become? I didn't say, I want to write a book. I said, I'm a writer. Writers write every day. That's it. That's the habit. If you want to become someone who exercises, then stop obsessing over the scale. Be the person who doesn't miss workouts. System over outcome. And suddenly you're not chasing a goal. You're living an identity. But wait, what if you don't feel like that person yet? What if saying, I'm a writer feels as fake as your, I've read the terms and conditions checkbox? That's where the second framework comes in. And it's so simple, it's disrespectful. Framework 2, the 2-minute rule. Any habit you want to build, shrink it down until it takes less than 2 minutes. Not go to the gym, just put on your gym shoes. Action beats intention every freaking time. And if you can get yourself to do even the tiniest version of the habit, you've won. Think of it like pushing a full shopping cart. The first push sucks, then it's smooth gliding unless you hit a rogue toddler. Same with habits. Start tiny, repeat obsessively. Okay, so now you've got an identity, a tiny starter habit. But what happens when life starts doing what life does? You skip a day, you spiral, and you're ready to throw the towel in. This is the 3rd framework that saved me from quitting. Again, framework 3, never miss twice. It's my favorite life insurance policy for momentum. Missing 1 workout, normal. Missing 2, that's the start of a new habit, the wrong one. The rule is simple. If you fall off, you get back on the very next day. No punishment. Or starting over from scratch, just next rep mentality. Because the people who win aren't perfect. They're just really, really good at getting back on track every single time. Now, you might be wondering, why does this habit, system building, work better than motivation, willpower, or inspirational Instagram quotes? Let me explain with science and a kitchen analogy. Because who doesn't love food metaphors? Motivation is like caffeine. It spikes, it crashes, and if you over-rely on it, you'll probably make bad decisions at 2 a.m. Willpower, that's a muscle. It fatigues. But systems? Systems are like a slow cooker. You throw in the ingredients, time, repetition, environment, and let the habit marinate. Eventually, the outcome has to happen because it's baked into your life. You don't need to feel inspired to brush your teeth, right? You just do it. That's a system. Imagine your fitness, your focus, and your confidence being that automatic. And that's what building systems unlocks. So how do you find your keystone system? The one habit that makes all the others easier. I'll give you the one question that helped me find mine. Ask yourself, what's the one small habit that, if I just did it every single day, would make the rest of my life easier? Not perfect or impressive, just easier. That's your keystone system. For me, it's thanking God for another day of being alive as soon as I wake up. No excuses. Doesn't matter if it's long or short. I literally just say thank you. But that simple thing clears my head. It untangles my thoughts, no matter what happened the day before, even if it was a horrible day. I wake up and start the day with a positive mindset. And for me, I can't think of a better way to do that. See, what this does for me is sets the rest of my morning up for success. Right after I do this, I get up and dump my face in ice water. Now I'm wide awake and ready to start the day. This 3 to 4 minute process puts me in a great mood and it lingers into the rest of my day as well. That's the ripple effect. For you, it might be different. Maybe it's a 10-minute walk. Maybe it's just making your bed since you never do. Whatever it is, it's probably not a billionaire's morning routine, but it's undeniably powerful. It's the kind of habit that pulls other habits into place like gravity. So how do you make it stick? You don't just try harder, you systemize it. You anchor it to your identity. Tell yourself, I'm the kind of person who does this. You make it ridiculously small, 2 minutes. That's it. And you follow the golden rule, never miss twice. That's the real formula. Just showing up consistently in the smallest way possible until it feels strange not to. And that right there is how one small habit changes your entire life. Not all at once, but day by day. Until suddenly, you look up and you're not trying to change anymore. You are changed. Here's the thing, guys. You don't have to overhaul your life. You don't need to throw your goals in the trash or burn your vision board in some dramatic bonfire. Just shift the focus from outcome to process, from willpower to systems. Pick that one tiny keystone habit, the one that moves the needle for you just a little bit, and systemize it. Do it until it feels like brushing your teeth, so automatic it's weird not to do it, just like brushing your teeth. Because that's the point. When systems become your safety net, you don't fall off anymore. You bounce back fast. And listen, if this clicked with you, that's not an accident. That's your brain saying, yo, we're ready for this. So let's lock in. What's your system? And what's the habit you're ready to make automatic? Drop a comment and let me know. Now go build your system.